Ollie Bishop starting on pole position with Hardy Mamassi alongside Leo Robinson and Thomas Cucurullo-Yeomans starting on row number 2. Let's hope they have a better start this time around, should we? Ian Spanswick and Taylor Orridge on row number 3 with Jack Hobson and Wesley Swain on row 4. Fred Green and Thomas Behrman on row number 5. Tommy Harfield and Cameron Pratt-Thompson round out row number 6. Jack Cunningham and Finn Leslie on row 7 with Joey Brown and Lewis Bird on row number 8. Freddie Lloyd and Charlie Morris-Jones on row 9 with Jack Moat and Isaac Phelps rounding out the top 20. Marley Parejo and Connor Grant on row 11 with Mason Rudman and Brandon Truman on row 12. Miles Turnbull, Harry Redding on 13 and Harrison Crowther rounding out the grid on row number 14 in the 76 Coles Racing. Well, is it green flag this time around? It is indeed. Yeah, into the braking zone. And again, Mamassi tried to defend there, but Bishop goes and Mamassi straight off the circuit rejoins in the middle of the pack, albeit now down into P4. And has now got a train behind him. A couple more karts went off, but again, everyone back onto the track. As again, I suspect that was a little bit colder and a little bit more slick than they were expecting.
Down the hill we go, and we can see the number 86 there of Yeomans just trying to get up the order a little bit, just trying to attack for the lead. Orridge is looking good in 3rd place as well. We've got a change for 5th there on screen coming into the 2nd hairpin. I think that was Jack Hobson making a place, the MLC driver, as they come up to the chicane. Oh dear, that's the number 19 that's running off, and there we go, round she goes. So the number 19, unfortunate spin there. That one set off halfway down that straight from Jack Cunningham, unfortunately, who seemed to look an innocent victim in all of that, just pushed off on the outside of the circuit, led to a spin. A real shame for Jack as he'd started halfway up the order, as we see the drivers now coming across the line to complete the first lap.
Yep, so relatively clean start then from Mini X30. Bishop leading the way then.
Spin on screen.
It's
there,
Hobson.
And drivers having to go either side, and thankfully we didn't see an incident worse than just a spin there.
Yeah, Hobson pulls off the track. I suspect that's to check his underwear after that one because, yeah, he was in the middle of the track. But, yeah, luckily everyone avoided it. So 6.5 minutes to go then, like we were saying. Yeah, Bishop leading from Orridge at the moment as they go through. But that's a Fusion kart I see there. Is that Wesley Swain who's gained several positions?
I saw Hardy Mamassi on the move. Wesley Swain was on the move earlier, wasn't he, as well? So here are the two teammates in 2nd and 3rd. So this is Orridge and Yeomans. The rain still falling down, particularly that section of the circuit. Nick Bishop is leading the way. Yellow flags are out in towards turn number 1 because Hobson is sadly out of this race. A real shame for Hobson. Also hitting problems, as we said, was Jack Cunningham as they make their way across the start-finish line now in towards turn number 1. 5.5 minutes plus a lap to go. Change on screen there. I think that might have been Mamassi making a move as more places being gained over the Litchfield Bridge as we now make our way down towards hairpin number 1. That's the fight for 6th place. There's a change for 5th. Here's the number 60 going in towards the braking zone of Finn Leslie. Oh dear, and contact there with the driver ahead. I think that might have been at the number 44 of Mamassi. So a bad day, going a little bit worse there for Mamassi, who started this one from the outside of row 1.
Yep, so it's all going a little bit P-tong there. 5 minutes left, plus that one additional lap. You see there, Mamassi there in the background, 10th place at the moment as they go through. Here's a look a little further up, the number 2 of Robson there, you can see, with Cameron Pratt-Thompson, the 33, just in front as they go through into the final corner, back onto the start-finish line. Everyone tucking in, heads down, trying to get as much aerodynamic efficiency as they can out of that kart. As they go in towards turn 1, Bishop under pressure though from Orridge, the 66. As they go through, oh no, it's another, oh, now you see, I always have this. It's not Macaulay Bishop that I'm seeing there. It's someone else who looks exactly the same as him. He's got pretty much the same livery and everything like that. Bishop's all on his own at the front. He's absolutely fine. It's a little further back that we're seeing that.
You say that, but Orridge has gone fastest, hasn't he? And that means the gap is now only 0.8 of a second. It's coming down. It was 0.8 at the start of the lap. It's just over half a second. So Bishop was on his own, but I don't think it's going to stay that way much longer. He is being caught here. Here is the battle being led by Fred Green for 6th place, with that's just behind that the number 33 of Cameron Thompson. Leo Robinson down in 8th, struggling a little bit in this one is the Vice British champion as they come up to the line. Freddie Lloyd is up 8 places into 9th. Good to see Freddie going well. Mamasi then next along. We have Harrison Crowther up 13. He went well earlier. There's a change on screen. One of the Fusion drivers, I think that was Leo Robinson, making a place going underneath the bridge. In fact, that was Swain going past Spanswick. But Turnbull is up 12 and Crowther is up 13.
Yep. Position changes there. Swain has got past Spanswick now, moves up into P4. Happened at the first hairpin, as again 3 wide there in the back of the field there. Everyone's slotting back into position. 3 minutes left, as you see there, the 43 of Miles Turnbull with Crowther and Harfield. That battle raging on. There is Leo Robinson just behind the 33 of Cameron Pratt-Thompson. Very distinctive helmet design he has there. He's got his initials on the helmet, which is very handy for spotting who it is. So there we go. If only all drivers did that.
We are getting closer for the lead slightly. It's under half a second now. And it was another new fastest lap from Taylor Orridge last time around. Also going personal, well, everyone, all top 4 went personal best. Warning for Turnbull. He has been busy in this race. He's gaining 10 places, but there's confirmation of Orridge new fastest lap for him. It's just a case of whether he can close the gap to Macaulay Bishop, and he's taken another 2 tenths out the race leader on this lap. As thinking about defending there was the Coles driver, but was quickly told, you don't need to do that, I'm going to follow you, get on with it. As we see drivers now coming through hairpin 2. Just over 2 minutes plus a lap to go, and they've dealt with the conditions very well.
Oh, dealt with it beautifully, haven't they? Haven't they just? There we go then. There is Leo Robinson, the number 2 plate, 7th place at the moment. Keeping an eye, though, at the front, because that gap is less than 4/10 of a second. They cross the line. Still stays the 4/10 of a second. As the Zach Drummond looking on there at the side of the track.
Yeah, Ionic Cadet are next.
Yeah.
If it's a little bit raining, it's going to be very difficult for them because they have basically no grip.
No, they don't. Taylor Orridge, another fastest lap of the race. Lots of support on the stream for Taylor as well. Curtis Luke, I mean, come on, Taylor. You can do this as well. More support as well. Lucas Racing, come on, Taylor. So lots of support out there for Taylor Orridge in 2nd place. Whether or not he can make that work on track as well. The gap still 4/10 of a second. We look here at the battle for a little further down. That's the treble 3 piling on the pressure to Wesley Swain. This is the battle for 4th place. They've been working on this battle all the way through that race. The 33 there of Cameron Pratt-Thompson, who's actually behind that battle, currently in 6th place. The 33 wanting to close in on that time as well. 45 seconds left on the board, plus the 1 additional lap. Last lap board will be out this time around. The gap still 4/10 of a second between Bishop and Orridge. Orridge is there, but he is just waiting for that prime opportunity to get past. He's waiting for that 2 laps.
Yeah, perhaps, but Bishop just seems to have the legs on him in the final sector. The first 2, Orridge is quicker. And again, Orridge quicker than anyone through the first sector that time. So he's able to catch him there, but Bishop is doing something through the last sector that Orridge can't seem to match. And let's see if he can find a little bit more time. He's right with him now, up towards the chicane. A lap and a half to go. It's going to be between these 2, you'd have to guess. Yalmanson in 3rd place. Then we have Swain in 4th place doing well. Thompson doing well. Lloyd up 9 places. But for the win, it's going to be a 2-horse race. It's going to be Bishop or it's going to be Orridge. We're going to have 1 lap now to decide it. And Orridge is within striking distance. If he can get a good toe off the bridge, we may see a lunge down at hairpin number 1.
Yeah, we might do indeed. Under the bridge they go, up the banking, and again, that gap looks like it's been the closest it's been yet. Across the line, it was 3/10 of a second over the bridge. And down the hill they go. Another fastest lap for Taylor Orridge, 1:06.80. Not close enough for a lunge there, and Bishop knows he doesn't go defensive. He doesn't lose the time. Out of the hairpin 1, in towards hairpin 2. Again, copying it, not taking a defensive line. That could be a mistake as well, because if Orridge thinks I can just send it down the inside, he might do. No position gains there. There's only really one more opportunity to get it done, and it's into this section. Slightly defensive goes Bishop this time around, but again, looking nice and tidy. No mistakes from either one of these two drivers. Bishop and Orridge been absolutely seamless all race. Out of the final corner, checker flag goes out. Bishop takes Heat 2 race win for Mini X30 across the line from Orridge, and Yeomans crosses in third place. Spanswick crosses in fourth place with Swain there in fifth, up 3 positions. And it's Cameron Pratt-Thompson up 6 places to finish in 6th place. Leo Robinson in 7th place, and it's Freddie Lloyd in 8th place. Hardy Mamassi in 9th, as all there's been a coming together there. 2 cuts, the 19 and the 35. That is Jack Cunningham and Isaac Phelps who have come together. So that is not the way they wanted to finish that race. Rest of the field slotted through. Harrison Krauser finishing 11th place. Biggest mover there, 16 positions for the 76 plate. Great run from him. Jack Mowat finishing 12th. Tommy Harfield finishing 13th place. Fred Green in 14th. Thomas Behrman in 15th place. Miles Turnbull in 16th place. Another big mover there, up 9 positions in the 43 plate. Charlie Morris Jones in 17th place. Brandon Truman in 18th. And it's Lewis Bird, Joey Brown, Connor Grant and Harry Redding finishing in 3rd place. We lost Isaac Phelps, Jack Cunningham very late on in that race. Mason Rudman, Jack Hobson and Marley Parejo.